So yeah, we're going to be looking at some VODs of our friend and loyal, excuse me, loyal viewer Killer King, 348. He has been a Joker main. Originally, I think Samus, but he's been a Joker main for a bit. Hasn't been to a bunch of offline tournaments, but I think he started competing again online. I think he most recently competed in the Coin Box, which is where these VODs are from. Joker, one of those characters where if you do take some time off, it is not easy. And in talking with him, these matchups were against Shulk and Mega Man, which, again, not very easy characters to play against if you have taken any significant amount of time off. So let's get right into it. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see where we can get this up. Apologies, folks. That's not it. That's not it either. Damn. There we go. So I believe this is game 1. Let's take a look. All right, yeah. So before we get into the VOD itself, one of the things to think about a lot in this matchup is, as with a lot of matchups, Joker is going to be trying to whiff punish, and Shulk is a character with a lot of startup on their moves. Nair, I think, is frame 15 or 18. Back air is frame 18. But essentially, and I'm not kidding, his effective space is like this much, that paired with mobility, like as he's drifting, if he's drifting in with Nair here, it's going to cover, this much space. And that's without speed art or jump art. So he definitely has a lot of mix-up potential as far as the amount of space that he can cover effectively. And so being aware of that and also kind of forcing him into shield with guns, stuffing out his approaches as he's jumping in, or just trying to catch his landings. Going to be really big in this matchup for sure. Let's move this to a little bit slower of a speed. Okay, so we tried to poke at Shulk here. It's not a bad idea. Empty hop, F tilt. We do get grabbed for it. I think a lot of times Shulk is aware that Joker is going to want to grab. So you really want to see how they want to play around your grab, whether they are preemptively spot dodging, whether they're jumping out of the way and taking that into account. So you do get a stray hit here. I think what you probably ended up doing here was hitting back air twice, and you got it buffered F tilt the other way. If you do open up with a back air, you can get another double jump back air, or at least try for it, just to kind of force them to respect it, and then scout out potential jumps or air dodges or whatnot. Maybe a lot of times Monado switches in hit stun are a big Shulk habit, so just make sure that you're kind of spotting what they're trying to do out of hit stun. He tries to swing, and this is some DLCS hurt box shifting, I swear. I do not know how you got away with that, but we will take it. I'm actually going to slow this down a bit more too. So you do get your shield out in time. And again, that Nair covers so much space. It starts below him, I believe. And so that's going to be something you're going to have to be really aware of. So especially, again, even though he's facing away from you, it starts this way, right? And so it's going to end up coming down on you, as opposed to if he started it facing this way, and then it kind of comes up and around, and there's this area past this where you can kind of swing on him if you just kind of wait for him to do his option out of shield. In this case, again, he does Nair this way. The corner against Shulk is not a comfortable place, I will admit. You tried to bear it, which is valid. He gets F tilt as well. Let's see how we recover. Okay, so early jump. That's one. Oh, into a counter. Yeah, so the jump here, not terrible, but I'd definitely watch out for it. Characters like Shulk that can edgeguard very deep, you're going to want to save your resources as much as possible. I have a local Shulk main, Fredo. Shoutouts to the GOAT. He will abuse forward air off stage, whether it's smash art, whether it's base Shulk. Be very aware of your resources. Again, first interaction off stage, you jump, but let's make sure to keep some mix-ups in mind. Excuse me. The Rebels Guard isn't terrible. You probably expect it to land on stage. But I think by this point you can kind of tell that you are going to be landing fairly aggressively, and not like aggressively in terms of wanting to hit him per se, but wanting to push a button to get a defensive option out there like Rebels Guard is. So again, just be aware of kind of what your actions are telling him. So he's in Buster now. This is going to change a lot of both of your combo routes. I'm pointing it out right now because you're in shield, but down throw for Shulk in Buster is kind of busted, no pun intended, and so definitely make sure that you're aware of it. Your shielding is very conscious shielding. So far he's jumped in with a bunch of aerials, so I understand the shield for sure. He waits it out on the ledge, goes for that grab. So good jumping over that. Again, when you are on ledge against a character like Shulk who can hit you, just make sure you are mixing it up. The jump got you out this time. If you're going to continue to jump, watch out that he's going to keep swinging on you as you try to jump out of the corner. So you hit him with the... Was that a down air or a nair? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to make this a little faster. Yeah, down air. Okay. So, again, given that you haven't been playing for a bit, it can kind of be weird to remember a lot of the intricacies of Joker's moves. Down air will always, always, always send in front of Joker, like the direction that you're facing. So because you were jumping this way and you were facing this way, down air is going to send this way. Always, always, always. Nair is the one that can kind of go either way, and you kind of have to react to that. But down air, if you hit a down air into like dash attack here, or down air into a grab, into your next combo is going to be huge. F tilt, I don't know if this was just a buffered C-stick tilt, but just definitely be conscious of the buttons that you're pressing, because the buffer system in this game is buns. Okay, so another shield into jump. How are we going to get out of the corner? Okay, so you did, again, F tilt the other way. Honestly, I don't know how much I love these F tilts just because Shulk is going to outrange you. And when you're in that close on him, you're probably going to want to grab anyway. So in a lot of matchups, Joker F tilt is fantastic, but just be aware of the way that he's approaching your F tilts. And to be honest, they haven't been hitting. I think, again, just the way that the buffer system works, but just be aware of it. Okay, good. Back air out of shield. Good F tilt. Okay, what was that, a jab? Yeah, just, again, make sure that you are pressing as few buttons as you need to get that input out. F tilt right here, you can occupy a lot of space here and create pressure. Now you're in lag, and you make the best of it trying to get a gun there. You're not overcommitting, which is good. But you do have Shulk in the corner, and with Joker, you're going to want to capitalize on as much corner pressure and corner play as you can. So again, I would just be cognizant of the buttons that you're pressing as you're pressing them. Okay, a very hard commit into the corner. This is something that I'm personally working on a lot, but nobody wants to be stuck in the corner, and so trying to kind of attack him here, like at this exact spot, right? Even here, a dash attack's going to put you in the corner. A forward air full drift in is going to put you in the corner. I would definitely try to take up some of this additional space, whether it's kind of spamming short hop back airs, whether it's poking in with gunner Iha, just kind of covering the space on the ground over here with hitboxes in case he rolls or he tries to dash attack out of the corner. Even kind of shielding here with your back turn so that if you see him jumping, you can react with the back air. Your drift on this was pretty aggressive and lets him out pretty freely. So now what was a really fantastic stage positioning situation, you are now in the corner against Shulk. Definitely be aware of what he can threaten you with in these situations. A lot of times what I'll do here is instead of shielding, I'll walk forward a little bit. When you walk, you still have access to all of your options, all of your other options, frame one, so like shield, or any of your tilts, or just jumping, right? So that if you do see him drop through with a back air, you can react to it. Again, it's frame 18, which is fairly reactable, maybe not on Wi-Fi, if you're not familiar with Shulk, but definitely something to watch out for. And just taking this stage. The other nice thing about being under platforms here is it shuts down a lot of the ways that he might want to approach. He kind of has to be aware of this platform here, whether he's full hopping, because if he full hops, lands with an aerial, now he's on top of the platform, stuck there, and you can kind of get center stage for free or pressure the platform. So taking up some safety under there. This position isn't bad, but definitely utilize stage position wherever you can. So right there does a fantastic drop through the platform. That gun, again, isn't necessarily bad, but if you see him coming off here at this distance, it's probably not going to put him into any hit stun. Just some damage, and so definitely be aware of that. I might throw out like a short hop Iha. So he gets an F tilt on you. Let's see how you get out of disadvantage. Okay, so again, you're jumping right here. You're drifting full into stage. It's not a bad mix-up. If you fast fall here or you kind of air dodge down to the ledge, you're staying relatively safe. Obviously, you don't want to stay on the ledge. It's kind of the whole point of ledge trapping, right? But just be aware of taking up too much space, because again, from this spot, you know, like let's just take this down vertically. But from this spot, his forward air covers like, I'm pretty sure it covers to ledge at least. And so if you're drifting in here and he happens to be able to fast fall to match that, like this ledge, if he forward airs, this ledge is not for you. So just be aware of those effective threat ranges. Shulk's forward air, I think, hits through ledge. This Aegon, again, I think right now you're just kind of autopiloting your disadvantage. It's not a bad option. Be very aware of your height when you do it. Doing it that high up here, unless you're like really trying to snipe this platform, which you shouldn't be because he was up here, it is going to just disappear in the air. It's, you know, not going to really threaten anything. If you do it about here or about here and you let it drop, it will explode on the stage and has that explosion for, what is it, 30 frames, 27 frames. So that can definitely threaten a bunch. But this Aegon, again, when he's up here, you got to be really careful of just putting yourself into lag unnecessarily. So it looks like he's starting up this forward air. You're in a bunch of lag, so you can't shield it. And smash art forward air does not kill almost. Okay. Again, this can be a really scary situation. You know, Shulk has a lot of options. His recovery is really good. He can drift out here if you continue to fall down. He can drift down there with you. You do get iframes on your initial up B, so just be aware of, timing that to be able to go through some of his moves. But when we're talking about recovering against Shulk, we definitely want to try to keep our resources as much as possible. So here, wouldn't be a bad time to do a side B just to cover that space. Gun as well. Gun I like as well because it gives you the option to do the gun dash in the air, so you get some extra space, some extra distance without needing to air dodge or whatnot, and does give you some intangibility. So I do like gun in these situations. Jump, again, if he hits you but you don't die, now you're all the way out here, and I don't think you have the horizontal drift to be able to make it back from that. So just be aware of it. So you do fall down. He does go for the up B. You do iframe through it, but he's very aware of that win condition of trying to snag your recoveries with his up B, especially in Smash Art. So now he's kind of shown you, do not be lazy off stage. F tilt, you go through it. Good back air. He switches into jump art, which a lot of Shulks will do off stage. And he burns his jump, right? Now, you're not hitting Shulk here. You're also in Arsene, so you don't have grappling hook, if you want to really YOLO that option. But he has wasted a resource. He has a lot of drift. So let's think about our options here. I think he can make it like pretty safely back onto stage here. So I would make sure I'm kind of staying in this area a bit. Again, you're protecting yourself a little bit with this platform. He can't land directly on you, but here, you know, he can throw out some aerials, and if you're trying to dash back into claim the space, if he's going for it, you might get clipped. Please don't go off stage. You are not touching Shulk and jump art all the way up here. Yeah, so jump Aegon there, not my favorite option. It is a very committal option that has a very small chance of working. You know, I would say it's better than nothing, but honestly, just maintaining your ability to act and react is super important in a matchup where he is like one of your main win conditions is edge guarding Shulk. So he comes here, right here where you do this jump. I would try to down gun, honestly, knock him out of his up B, or even I'm not sure from this distance whether he's going to be able to hit you and you'd be able to counter it or not. But yeah, that's a dicey one. So I might not try to counter all the time, but if you know that they're going to try to go for that second up B, that second hit of up B, definitely be aware of it. I don't hate the down air there to try to ledge trap, but let's see. So decent advantage state. I don't hate the side B there. We're hit jumping again, and now we're really showing like in this horizontal area, you're getting really trigger happy with this jump. He's shown he's willing to edge guard, so you need to make sure that you keep that jump as long as possible. And now we're hit off stage with no jump against a Shulk who is going to edge guard. So you do get back to ledge. I get what he was going for. I don't love it, but you get back, so I don't hate it. Again, this back air, I think you're trying to hit where he's at as opposed to where you think he's going to be. So I would try to preemptively take up stage and defend stage than to try to kind of hit the corner. But again, another jump. Again, the Aha's there. It kind of forces him to shield, so not terrible. But instead of needing to defend yourself here, just try to come back and grappling hook as soon as you can. So now he's in smash art, double jump again. Just be aware of the amount of times you need to push buttons. You're probably mashing ledge jump, in which case you're now double jumping off a ledge. You're trying to be very aggressive to hit him. Down air is not a bad option here, but he's in smash art, and he's going to go kind of, over here. You might get some kind of ledge drop out of it, but you're really mostly just going to take center stage. So just be aware of the percentages that they're at if you are going to be aggressive with these, and as such, which moves you should be using to pressure. I think this is dead. Rage, smash art, F throw, yeah. So now he's in Buster. He's at 100%, so Buster doesn't help you too much, but he is going to be looking for just swinging at you. So just be aware of that. You're down, so it does get a little weird. Excuse me. That F smash, again, goes back to just awareness. F smash in Buster at 100% is not going to kill Shulk. It is not as good against Shulk as it is a lot of characters, just because he does outrange you as he did with that F tilt. You get the dash attack. He's willing to jump here. I don't hate a nair here, but the gun wasn't bad. Honestly, I like the jump gun here, but as you see him falling, right, you're trying to hit where he was at. I would here just kind of like drift back if you're gonna nair, fast fall, but don't try to hit him where he's at, because now you're, again, no jump. He lets you back. A little bit of shenanigans. Okay, so nair. So speed arc Shulk is definitely scary when it comes to a combo game. Good nair there. You're trying to stuff out his jumps, which is great. Nair, Nair, Fair, and Arsene. There's another jump. And down tilt and smash art to take it. Nice. But again, this jump, he scouted the hell out of that, right? So he knows you're pretty trigger happy on those jumps. He's going to go for a lot of jump callouts. He's shown that he is aware of it. He's showing that he's willing to try to hit it. So let's be careful off stage, for sure. I like stalling out the invincibility. Rising Bear, especially in these situations, just be aware of your drift. So you've got him here, right? You can kind of jump straight up, bear, and then drift away. But if you're going to be drifting in this way, just be aware again. Shulk's Nair comes out this way. And, then he also has access to grab and things like that. It's also pretty unsafe rising, so he might, shield up B. So you swing, Nair, Fair, double jump Fair, reading your jump. Smash. Doesn't get that edge guard. Oh my god. Holy hell. You barely missed this, my guy. Last time you jumped from ledge, you're showing you're just a jump happy person in general. But you did roll there, so now he knows you're not going to always jump. Good back air to get him off of you. Down tilt out of the corner. I don't hate it. I actually use it a lot as an option. But make sure that you're not necessarily tunnel visioning on hitting him out of the corner as much as you are like low profiling and using it as a movement option. Let's see. Because usually I'll use it if like they're roughly out here, and they're gonna try to swing over here. I'll try to down tilt to low profile. Okay, yeah. Trying to catch landing there isn't bad, for sure. And now, good swing. That was really aggressive on his part. I'm surprised he went for that. Okay, a B. Another use of your jump. Anticipate those forward air 1 follow-ups more. Either, I would say, if you're not sure whether it's going to hit, try to move after it because it is a relatively unsafe aerial. Or, if you're confident that it's going to hit, just, buffer the follow-ups, whether you're going for a jump gun, whether you're going for nair, whether you're going for up air. Just be aware of your options, whether it does hit or whether it doesn't. Good up air. Roll up B. Again, if you're going to go for a follow-up here, just be confident. Either rip this up B or, whether it was a misinput, and now you roll, just, be aware. He's been landing pretty aggressively with aerials. So just as weird as this game is, try to, as much as possible, work with the options that you're getting from the game. So lands there, clips your attempt at up B. You could definitely, in those situations, try to parry, or, depending on how he lands on you with what aerial and whatnot, the spacing, either just unshield or try to hit him for it. Okay, so we didn't jump this time, but you are trying to swing on him aggressively out of hit stun. The thing I don't love about that, on top of it being able to be punished pretty decently, is you're now drifting into him to try to hit him, right? And so now he knows you are trying your hardest to get to over where he is. So whether you're jumping, you're drifting full full in, and you know, you're asking to get hit. That killed 94. Damn. So he's cornered himself. But this is a really interesting reversal here, right? So you put yourself in the corner right off of the platform. Not my favorite. You don't want to start a fresh stock in a disadvantageous position. So, you know, if you can try to hold this spot here. Again, I think it's that double C-stick flick. But again, now you're... Okay, not too bad. Buster. Nair down tilt isn't a bad follow-up at lower percents, but at these percents, just be aware. Out of Nair, I think you can get bear there. If not, just kind of jump at him. Don't throw anything, and it might be an option for sure. So aggressive forward smash. I would just be aware, again, understanding the percentages that they're at and the risk reward of the moves that you're using. That's a big one. Like if you hit him at this percentage with an F smash, he's going off stage a little bit, but you know, you could just grab him and throw him off stage to accomplish the same thing, and it's much less committal. See, right there. So, Nair, good tomahawk. Again, just be careful if you're jumping. Nair, another jump. See, he was scouting at that time. You gonna jump again? Yep. Holy. Yo, what's up, Fredo? Trying to watch this? This is the first game, yeah. The big things that I've been noticing here, you know, dangerous recoveries against Shulk using jumps really quickly. He's also just swinging a lot on Shulk, not trying to stuff him out, just kind of trying to poke at him with our little knife. But look at this shit. This is some Fredo shit, I swear. Okay. Oh yeah, I went too far back, but still. So again, the jump. Oh, that's so nice. Man, I love good Shulk play. Keep your resources at die at 70. Sometimes it feels like a lot sooner than 70. I'll say that. So let's run over to game 2. This one is much shorter, so alrighty. So we start. Yeah. So game 2 from PS2 to Town City. Starts in speed art. Game 2 best of 3. Yeah, I think he played in the coin box for these tournaments. So yeah, game 2 best of 3. Dash attack into the corner. Nair, grab, up throw. Okay, it's an interesting combo route from a Shulk. Never seen that. A landing as Joker isn't bad, but again, I think you're just trying to swing at him, and these are the instances where, again, you got a little knife, he got a big sword. He can hit you a lot farther away than you can hit him. Good catch on the roll in. Down throw, F tilt. Good stuffing out his aerial. Good. I need to see more of that from you, for sure. Good dash tech. Landing bear, pretty aggressive. Another scouting your jumps. Yep. No jump. Full drift in. Definitely try to get to lich, my guy. And this is why. Like in real time. You could like, I know especially in game and watching like that, it feels like it's a lot, but it's so easy to like lose resources so quickly, right? Like double jumping here doesn't seem like a bad option. Oh, I'm only at 84, and then now you have no jump resource and you die. I think that was just a misinput. There, okay. Down tilt again. Just be aware. Just be aware of your combo routes in these situations. Down tilt always sending this way. You're not going to want to F tilt this other way. Being on plats can be a disadvantage against people who know how to play around them. Absolutely. I feel like our scene in Austin is huge on that. Knowing how to pressure platforms really well, and especially with these massive fucking hitboxes that Shulk has, it's definitely not a fun place to be. So yeah, again, you're not really getting to convert off of any of these neutral wins. Good down tilt up air, nice read. This is more of a labbing thing, but like Shulk in Smash Art has very different combos. So just be aware of that. A lot of aggressive down tilts again. Unfortunate pineapple. Yeah, I would say just practice these. It's an awkward angle. You just want to try to get that straight up. Oh, did he just iframe? Did Shulk just cheat? Not my Shulk. God damn. Again, another jump, a very aggressive jump. The second stock? Yeah, it was just a misinput SD. Or not really a misinput, just an SD like angled it incorrectly. And got pineappled. The jump? Oh yeah, right there. Oh. Yep, right there. Save your resources. I think what you were probably going for here was like land on the platform, and especially because you air dodge right afterwards. I think you tried to land on the platform and shield. That's just a really unfortunate misspacing. But yeah, Shulk, again, from here, obviously he committed to a down air, we know that already, but this space is not for you. So if you just fall here instead of jumping up and coming down, he can still cover low, but he's already started to commit high. So just be aware of the things that they're forcing out, that they're trying to get you to do. Oh, you got an ad? I will wait. We back. Perfect. Again, we get to see Shulk cheating and avoiding that grab with iframes. Forward air. That down air. I don't hate the down air. I love down airs there. But again, you're playing down and you've been swinging on him this entire time. He's really been incentivized to shield. So just like understand the implications of the things that you're doing and what they're most likely to do. F smash there. Oh, no way. Yep. So same thing with the second stock, the jump right over here. So whiff punishes the F smash with a nair. I think nair to fair is true there still. Correct me if I'm wrong, Fredo. And now he's committed to staying in this area, right? Like he can come back here, regain his resources, especially in jump art. Like there's no way he's not getting back to ledge here. He is. Oh, it's not true. Well, shit. How untrue is it? Like, I think Joker's air dodge and Rebel's guard is frame 3, so yeah, it could be pretty tight. Definitely something to be aware of. Yeah, I wasn't sure in jump because it looked like he was able to cover that ground a little faster. But yeah, so we get knocked off stage. You're still trying to figure out jump? It seems really weird, man. So we get knocked off stage. Again, we've been jumping out here the whole time. He jumps here. Apparently goes this high. Again, I thought it was going to be back here. He knows you're jumping. And just... You died at 60. You know, against Shulk, 60% doesn't seem like a lot. On Town and City, that close to the blast zone, yeesh. More footsies and grounded execution. Yeah, I think for one, disadvantage I think was getting you killed earlier than you needed to be. So try to hold on to your resources as much as possible. Like I would honestly, whether it's in friendlies, whether it's against CPUs, try to see how long you can not jump. Most of the time, you're going to be able to make it back with gun dash and up B, or just up B, honestly. Let me see if I can. If you are not aware of gun dashing yet, because again, I know you're still getting back into it, but you get a lot of distance on gun dashing. So when you're off stage, hold B and then hold the direction. And you get a lot of drift from that too, so you can use it to edge guard, you can do whatever. But to Fredo's point right now, hold away, recover low, 100%. What is it? Right. You do not want to jump here. You don't have to jump here. You can go that low, right? Just drift. you make that back easy. You got gun dashes. That almost made it back. Oh, I just held out. You can sometimes jump to grab ledge there. You can air dodge to ledge, right? Like you don't need to, when you get hit, you don't need to like really try to get back onto stage and try to hit him again. You want to get back to safety as quickly as possible. You can do some tether mix-ups. So just get some practice being in disadvantage. Neutral air dodge, yeah. It's riskier. Or it's just risky in general, but like just be comfortable like getting hit and like, you know, if they're not anywhere close to you, if you do need to push a button to get out of tumble, like you can back air, that's really quick. But like really be aware of like not trying to push a button and being able to mix up horizontally where you're at, because again, or vertically, my bad. Fast falling gives you a lot more of a mix up as far as where you're going to be. Yeah. So let us go to set 2, which is against a Mega Man. Damn. Y'all are seeing everything. Media player. Awesome. As Joker, you should be using your quick movement, stuffing out approaches, dash backing, and dash shielding. Or is just standing still? Yeah. One of the things we were talking about that last game, well, or rather the first game in the beginning of it, just walking more and being aware of exactly what space your opponent's at and what they're trying to take from you. So whether it's walking, whether it's standing still, just like allowing them to swing on you is important. Like not putting yourself in lag. Again, that's another thing I'm working on myself. Just being aware that as Joker, you do not need to push a button 99% of the time is just a huge thing to acknowledge. Mega Man. Let's talk about it. Joker Mega Man is a very weird one. Mega Man is a character that Joker gets a lot of really good combos on if he can get in. Mega Man is really good at not allowing you to get in. And not only not allowing you to get in, but setting the pace a little differently than you might want, right? Pellets kind of interrupt your movement. It's got a bunch of projectiles. Leaf Shield is awkward. He's got really good air drift. He's got a quick back air out of shield. So definitely some decent get off me tools. And definitely also some keep away tools. How does Arsene do against him? Arsene against Mega Man is fantastic. Other than when you're off stage, right? Mega Man down air against Arsene off stage, if they're competent, like Waltz, and especially Waltz, because not only is he fantastic at this game, but he's played Joker, so he knows the timing very well. But generally, yeah, like Arsene is going to be giving you a ton of mileage in this matchup because a lot of your stocks are going to want to be, off the side edge guards. So being able to, right, like Arsene, you're hitting him farther away than you would be with base Joker. So you're taking let's just say from center stage, you're taking him either to the ledge or off stage, as opposed to like now he's here. You're taking away one of Mega Man's best resources, which is stage control. Recommend watching Toast vs. Waltz. Absolutely. Honestly, I need to watch that more myself. But yeah, Killer King. Let me send you a video afterwards. But definitely watch this matchup at a higher level to kind of understand what you need to do. It is a very awkward matchup, especially again if you've been out of practice for a while. Like this was your first tournament in how many months? So definitely an awkward character to come back to. He's going to kind of want you to swing a lot. And so just being aware of not trying to put yourself in too much lag. There's that quick back air. All right. So you're getting some aggressive, right. So going back to what we were talking about earlier, trying to hit him where he's at. Down tilt here, and before that, you're swinging at him, dash attack swinging at him. The nair I like, back air full drift into him. Down gun when he up airs, very risky. Okay, good. Nair to F tilt, gun, nice. Back in the corner. Do not cross this line, please and thank you. Again, down tilt's a good move. But because it moves you, like, you're losing this much space and you're in lag, you cannot afford to be in lag against Mega Man. So now we're back in the corner. Another jump there. Again, this being the same tournament, I'm not surprised that you're still jumping. Obviously, you didn't have any advice between sets. So just, again, be very aware of that, because that's another thing that's transcending between the sets. Other thing that you might have noticed, you are landing on him, and so what is that? Two up smashes that he's hit you with. Aegon, at this range, not bad. I think Pellet does clank with it. But you're allowing him to take up more space. So definitely, if you're going to do this, do it jumping so that you can drift. Because again, he jumps over it. Back again, you haven't played in a while. Be aware of what you can get out of certain aerials and moves, right? So rising forward air, at anything other than 0, you're not getting anything. So we land here. Looks like he air dodges. Honestly, if you land here, you do forward air, land, do nothing. Stand there, do nothing, and just watch. You know you have no true follow-ups. You want to see whether they know you have no true follow-ups. I think he's also picked up on the fact that you like to swing, so you've conditioned him to maybe do a defensive option. But now he has center stage. Good back air. F smash again. I don't know if it's a misinput or just being a little greedy. Down tilt. A lot of this matchup you're gonna want to do walking, just so you again have access to shield. Another jump there. I don't like that you got away with that, my guy. Nice counter. Good dash tag. Okay, we didn't get edge guarded there. Another jump. Yeah, Mega Man and Shulk are both characters that if you are lazy with your resources off stage, you will get uber fucked. I don't know if that's true. Okay, So again, back to autopiloting a little bit and looking for the right combo starters and the right combo finishers. Down tilt into like up tilt or up air at very low percents, and then down tilt up air at like mid percents. Great combo. At 90%, you're not getting that. So just be aware of the options you're using, because a lot of times there is something that is more optimal. Good air dodge there, not using your jump. Yeah, what's up, Golden? Again, that dash attack, putting yourself in lag again. Aggressive jump on the stage. And then when you have a character like Mega Man on ledge, a couple of things to consider. If you do not ledge trap him here and you let him get back to center, like, he has a very big lead, he's probably going to kill you. The other thing is, on top of how important it is to ledge trap Mega Man in this matchup, and in this situation, Joker does not have good options to actually hit people on ledge. Maybe a jump down gun here, but nair into down smash, like, that's not touching Mega Man anytime soon. Aggressive, get off me. Boots. Walt, please. Please tell me. What the fuck was that? Focus on corner pressure? Yeah. Again, Mega Man, like, he really should never be landing on top of you, so you're not going to get too many opportunities to, like, grab him out of shield or up smash out of shield unless he's, like, trying to really schmix you and go above you. So keeping them in the corner and forcing them off stage where you can force them to burn their resources even though Mega Man's really good at recovering, like, huge. The other reason I say that is because every time I've talked to Waltz about when we've played, I do not do nearly enough on the ledge or off stage. And yeet. In the corner. Okay, so now you've got him in the corner. What are you going to do with it? Okay. Okay. What I will say too is I know the last time I bot reviewed for you, you weren't doing any edge guarding. So I appreciate that you're trying to get more comfortable with it. I really do. What I will say is when he's all the way out here, when he's in this bubble, he needs to get back to stage by using resources. You are best like coming up to the ledge and waiting, or if you want to try to bait something out, kind of coming over here and then jumping back. You want to be able to have as many resources as possible, and you want him to have as few resources as possible. So whether he uses the jump first or his up B first, you want to essentially tell him, you do not get this. So even a full hop there, I don't hate. But definitely risky to just try to track him raw there. Again, his drift is really good. His resources are really good. So if you were to be here and he's here, that's a much better position. And he up B's away. You iframe through the crash bomber. Another aggressive landing on stage. So again, that disadvantage. Oh. Keep him in. Yep. You want to keep him on ledge. That down air is. Ooh, how did that happen? Down air is like kind of safe, but you know, Mega Man, I think it's like -7. So really, if you push many buttons after that, Mega Man's gonna be able to grab you. Yeah. And then we jump here. The other thing to be cognizant of, Arsene is a resource. So not only do you need to be aware of whether you have your jump, whether you have your air dodge, you also have to know how much meter you have left or how much meter you have. Getting Arsene in clutch situations is important. Losing Arsene in clutch situations is important. So we've already used our jump. Forward air clanks with side B. You get hit by weak. And then do you air dodge here? What is that? Okay, so jump, hit. Oh, you tried to up B. Okay, yeah, that's a situation. Up B does not go this way very well. Just be aware of your ranges for up B, because if you up B here, you're not getting it. And you don't have your jump either, so your tether's not going to reach. I think if you air dodge here, you might have lived, but again, really try to save your jumps because these situations are going to make or break your sets. And that's game. So that's game 1 in this best of 3. This is losers round 2. Losers round 1, game 2. So we are now on FD. All the things we've talked about using the platforms as space, not applicable because you have none. Honestly, I don't love taking Mega Man here. Zoners really like to use FD to lock you down because without platforms you have fewer mix-ups to your approaches. I don't know if it's a comfort pick or what, but yeah, just be aware of the stages you're choosing. Okay, jab 3. He's landing on you surprisingly much, whether it's with pellets or leaf shield, or even the occasional aerial. So yeah, again, just like see if you can jump in place, trying to bait him to come in on you. You're not going to necessarily want to try to stuff him out early because pellets, so like you're up in the air and now like you're getting interrupted. You're not going to ever get an aerial out that way. But even just jumping in just to show him that you're willing to jump. Jump at a disadvantage. Up smash. Clutch Arsene. But again, jump. It works out, but clipped, down tilt. You understood that there was no combo there, so good. I don't love counter in this matchup unless it's base Joker counter to try to get meter. Reflecting Mega Man's projectiles is rarely a good idea. If you know he's coming off for like a forward air, maybe. But I wouldn't really use Arsene's counter much. Except I guess it works out there. Oh my god, this was so much percentage. Oh. Arsene hitting fair 1 at 70 on Mega Man with Rage. Ooh. Let me see if I can lab this right now. You got to magic control stage pretty hard? Yeah, absolutely. This is just like vanilla training mode, so it's not going to be set to DI or anything, but is that like 73, right? Give me a meter. So like near ledge. I don't think that's true, honestly. Of that percent. If he doesn't press a button, it kind of is, but really what you want there is, damn it. For the most part, what you want there is getting that drag down and then being able to convert that into like a grab follow-up. Man, why is it only on? I've got pressure. Right, like that's, you get a fair one at 73 with Arsene on Mega Man. Again, DI is not proper on this, so you know it might be a little bit harder, but like you have a lot of room to be able to convert that into a kill. So lab your kill setups, please, and thank you. So we get a fair one shield. We lose our Sen. Lab your execution. Warm up if you need to. It's a really aggressive ledge trap, edge guard. Wow, I can't speak. Just be aware of how hard you're committing to these. Because putting yourself back on ledge against a lot of these characters, not good. He's starting to scat out those jumps. Good down gun. Okay, like, so the S smash obviously didn't work here, and I don't entirely love it, but like, I also don't hate that you went back to ledge. Yeah. You went back to ledge and you really pressured him there. Like he had to pick a very difficult, or he had to make a very difficult decision here, as to what he needed to do. So pressuring with down gun, great. Jumping back onto the stage, now you've refreshed your resources. Right here, I'd probably back air. It frame traps pretty well. He might have still been able to air dodge through that, honestly, but putting out a back air here, knowing he's used some of his resources, really dangerous. F smash, again, if you miss, now you're on ledge against Mega Man. So just try to optimize these situations. Okay, so now you're out of the corner. Execution, please. Ooh, jump read. How laggy is an air dodge? I feel like it's not too laggy. Especially compared to like air dodge down or whatever. Let me take a look if it's on Ultimate Frame Data. Neutral air dodge has 10 frames of landing lag. So, yeah, I think you could get a second back air there, or just back air once to force out the air dodge, and then grab. You have a really advantageous situation there. 2 aggressive down tilts. My guy, you are in the corner here. Be very careful. Back air right there was very scary. Again, these down tilts, they're not a bad get off me, but they're not going to be able to help you convert into much because of his current percentage. Good. Again, like a miss there, but I like the ideas that you're going for. Good back air. I like the neutral play. I like that you're kind of going back and forth with your drift. Again, the one thing I'll say, down tilt. Now you're right. You went from here to in the corner. Now you went from here to in the corner. Went back too far. So now he comes off the angel platform. You put yourself in the corner. You gave him exactly what he wanted. You have center stage, and you put yourself into the corner. Just be very aware of your movement. You are a very fast character, so it might not seem like all that much if you like dash back, but you're giving up a whole ton of space there. So practice, short hopping and drifting either way, like jumping to this spot, better than just dashing back and trying to take it back. Aggressive jump back, up tilt up air, good. So again, we have an advantageous situation. No answer against Leaf Shield. Yeah, Leaf Shield's a weird move in this matchup, I will say. And both initial dashes are good. Both initial dashes are good, I think. The other piece to it too, as much as Joker needs to be aware of whether he can shield or not, and just using walking, Mega Man should almost always be walking. So he's also got access to all those tools as well, and most of the time. Back in the corner. Good walk. This down air in place, again, don't love. Try to space those a little bit better. Hi, Ashton. Good down tilt. But again, now we're at the percent or he's at the percent where it's not going to combo, and you have rage. Yo, what's up, Waltz? Thank you, Ashton. You just had to watch an ad? What is this nonsense? Well, if you use a wonderful Prime subscription, you will not need to have any ads. Better have paid for our mortgage. You know it. All 5 cents that I got from that ad. Twitch Turbo, Twitch Premium, Killer King, 12 buckaroos. Let me find out for you whom's this is. Am I winning? I am not playing currently. One of my buddies from Georgia is trying to get better with Joker, so he's asked me to take a look at some of his footage. What is his Start GG? Which one is it? Because I've done a VOD review for him before. Name pending 5. It's out of BTS for no odds. Like a Jedi Master. Absolutely. You see, like, I didn't need to look into this, but now I'm here. And who did he play against? The 4th. Damn, I don't know. I'll find it out some other time. I'll get back to you. Damn it, Waltz. This one specifically was Wi-Fi. It was Coinbox. I was just looking at like one of his past locals that I had done a review for him for. So we've used our jump again. Back air. Resources. Okay. Think you're just not DIing this. The Shulk was also Coinbox as well, yeah. Just make sure you're DIing. Other thing to notice, again, as far as resources, air dodge is a resource. You do not get this back unless you grab ledge or whether he hits you. It also does not save you any longer than if you were to just drift or if you jump. Jumping does help, but again, trying not to use your jump too often when you're off stage. Oh, sniped him. Again, once you're here, so this is why, right? No air dodge. So now you have no way outside of putting yourself into lag with gun and then committing to a gun dash. You have no horizontal movement, right? No horizontal burst movement. Now you use your jump. Bye, Ashton. From here, all you can do is drift, and like not very much. And this is why resource management is huge. You did, again, like you've been doing a decent job at putting out things to defend yourself with, right? Like you're putting yourself into the situation and you're throwing out a side B or you're throwing out a counter that will, reasonably protect you in the situations. But the best way to get out of those situations unscathed is to not put yourself in those situations as easily to begin with. So resource management makes it so that you don't need to defend yourself here. And then he just got that. Nothing to say there. I guess the other thing you could have done is try to upbeat this way and then drift down. He had to read that you were going to try to ride the wall here. So just be aware of mixing up which angles you're doing your recoveries at. Good F tilt. These are some greedy Rebels guards, I will say. Okay. Yeah, so this down air very rarely does anything that you expect it to. What I will say is just be aware of your follow-ups. I think your follow-up of choice here was an F tilt, which I don't think ever really connects very reliably on this. So if we're going to assume that, you know, he's at what, like 85, 90%, you hit him with a full Arsene down air, he's going to get spiked, you get an up smash. So I could definitely see swinging here, up in this direction. However, Arsene Dare is a bad move, and he gets sent here. So if you chose not to do a follow-up, or you reacted to the fact that he got hit by the incorrect hitbox of Dare, you can now come over here, or just stand here, honestly. If you stand here, you're pretty hard pressuring roll in or neutral get up or get up attack. You're going to let him roll away for free. Not necessarily a bad thing. The other thing you can do, all right, Fredo, appreciate you coming by. Thanks for the insight on the Shulk matchup. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. So yeah, if you're not in lag here, what you can do is kind of move up into this space. If you want to, you can shield just in case he get up attacks. What I like to do is short hop, so that if he does get up attack, you can react to it with a fair one or a different aerial like a nair. And then by being like right over in this spot, if he rolls out, you have more chance of hitting him with either like a dash attack or just running up and pressuring his option out of that. Usually it's like a shield or a spot dodge. If he has any more questions, I'm gonna hit you up. Absolutely. Always shouting out the homies. So what does he do here? He understands the safe thing to do is roll out, right? Where you were, this dash attack, I don't think is going to hit. Nope. So if you do notice that you're out of place and or in lag when you didn't anticipate to be, just kind of move on to the next situation. You don't want to try to mash the option you wanted out of it, because obviously too much time has passed and now that's no longer an option for you. Good shield poke, honestly. Another jump here. The other thing I will say, the timing on a lot of your defensive options, so like the jump, the landing counter, like the timing is very consistent. You're showing your hand a lot, so be comfortable mixing up the timing of what you're doing. You don't have to not jump, you don't have to not counter, but doing it at a different time, on top of practicing just, you know, not pushing those buttons to begin with and using them in the situations where you really believe that they're going to work, instead of just pressing it because you can. So good forward air here. Good coverage with the metal blade. And did you jump here? You jumped into the metal blade. Oh boy. Our sun's running out. I think if you air dodge the ledge, you might be safe there. Again, get used to... Oh. Just push down B. Yeah, that's... I mean, I guess that's the other side to the situation I was just talking about where, like, oh, hey, jump, if you're going to jump and down B. Or are you saying the forward air there? Oh, the F smash? Yeah. Yeah, I think you had enough time to be able to down B or air dodge there, so just be aware of that. You still taking information? Absolutely. I don't know how much more time there's going to be to take in information in this situation, unfortunately. But especially earlier in stocks, definitely something to keep in mind. Again, no resources out here. Tries to up B, gets spiked for it. Just nair dodge past. Yeah, that's another option. Absolutely, is just here it comes. Yeah, so like you could right there just nair dodge through it, and now you have to up B again. Understand not being ready for it. Yeah. Again, like the context on this, I don't think he's entered a bracket for like 3 months, and this was his first tournament back on Wi-Fi. So the timings and the comfortability with the character, and especially against one that's obscure as Mega Man, I could definitely understand not being ready for it. But yeah, in this spot, losing Arsene, you can still make it back to stage. And let us switch back to our handy dandy lab. I wasn't labbing against Mega Man intentionally, you know. Could be another Rebels Guard moment down the blast on. Yeah, that's true. I would never, not once. Getting comfortable in as many situations as possible. Fucking preach, man. So, like, I guess I got Arsene there. So, yeah, even if you don't have a jump here, you can still get a lot of good horizontal distance. So just make sure you're practicing that, because again, you might not have the distance to make it back every time. Oh. Right, in that situation, you're not making it back. but being able to mix up a little bit with your iframes, as well as being able to mix up your drift a little bit. Even like gun dashing back, not the best in that situation, but just not using your jump. Just practice like recovering in general, but especially not using your jump. Because there are a couple of situations where like your Arsene drift needed a little bit of work. Right, so doing mix-ups like that, instead of trying to always ride the wall, because those can be pretty easily scouted by Mega Man and Air. Even just holding down sometimes. Getting comfortable so you can react quickly enough and appropriately. Yeah, like, I think that's a really good call out of just like making conscious decisions whenever you're doing these things. You don't want, like, if you're gonna jump in those situations, have it be because that's what you think is the best thing to do in that situation based on the information you've been given, right? Not just like, oh, I got hit, therefore I'm going to jump. And a lot of that is just playing more, understanding what the situations could be and where you might implement certain of those options. And that's the weird, I'll call it Dunning-Kruger aspect of Smash a lot of times, is like the more you get, the worse it's gonna feel almost when you do end up getting hit by those things, because like you're making the conscious decisions, and you're still getting punished for it. But it's better to do the wrong thing for the right reason than the right thing for the wrong reason. In the general longevity of your overall gaming career, like you want to say like, oh, like I got my jump caught, but I jumped because he had been punishing a certain option, or he was showing that he was really scouting a specific one. You want it to be very intentional. Rush iframes. So yeah, that's it for the VOD review portion. I may now play some games. Little Wi-Fi. Didn't see much of the games. I can send you the files if you want to take a look at them, as well as the VOD will be up. So definitely critique what I have to say on anything that I might have gotten wrong. But yeah, in general, for sure, like ledge trapping and edge guarding, you need to really capitalize on. And one of the things that he and I have been working on a little bit is just getting more comfortable with his edge guarding. A lot of what he's been trying to do has been ledge trapping or trying to like two frame, but like really applying pressure out here. Being comfortable recovering with mix-ups, be comfortable baiting, be comfortable staying out as long as you need to, like really mastering the character. And that's against Mega Man, that's against